evening, and thank you for joining us. Nora is off. I'm Margaret Brennan. We're going to begin tonight with some breaking news. President-elect Joe Biden says the White House's rollout of the coronavirus vaccine is falling far behind, and he's promising to use the federal government to make sure 1 million Americans get the shot each day during his first 100 days in office. Mr. Biden's criticism of the Trump administration's vaccination program comes after several prominent public health experts, including Dr. Anthony Fauci, voiced concerns today about distribution delays. The CDC says only about 2.1 million Americans have gotten the vaccine, even though the Trump administration had promised 20 million would get it by the end of the month. And those shots are desperately needed because the rate of new cases nationwide continues to skyrocket. Over 1 million Americans have been infected with the virus in just the last week, with hospitalizations nationwide tonight smashing records, too. In parts of California where cases in some areas have exploded nearly 1,000%, there are new lockdowns this evening. And as we come on the air, there is now growing concern that a new and potentially more contagious strain of the virus is spreading in the U.S. after officials in Colorado confirmed tonight a man in his 20s tested positive for it. So we have a lot of new reporting for you and your family, and our team of correspondents is standing by to cover it all. CBS's Meg Oliver leads us off in New York City. Good evening, Meg.
Margaret, good evening. With just 2 days left in 2020, just over half the number of doses the Trump administration said would arrive by the end of the year have shipped, something President-elect Joe Biden vows to change.
This is going to be the greatest operational challenge we've ever faced as a nation.
President-elect Biden says his incoming administration will move heaven and earth to get the vaccination effort back on track.
It would take ramping up to 1 million shots a day.
Biden gave few details about how his administration will hit that mark, but said he would invoke the Defense Production Act to accelerate needed supplies for vaccines. He called the recently passed $900 billion COVID relief bill a down payment for controlling the pandemic. Earlier today, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris received her shot, as thousands of vulnerable senior citizens lined up across Florida, some waiting overnight, hoping to secure a coveted COVID vaccine.
You know, this is a life or death vaccine.
But there are not enough vaccines for everyone in line in Lee County, which was at capacity by 7 a.m. The Conways were lucky.
Just need a date on when we come back. We haven't got that yet, so they're not quite organized with the next shot.
It's incredibly frustrating 10 months into this pandemic. We're still talking about the basics of how do we get vaccines into people's arms.
Why aren't more people getting vaccinated?
There isn't a well-coordinated, thoughtful plan for how we're going to vaccinate the American people.
Distribution plans and execution fall to already strapped public health departments. The new COVID relief bill has $8.75 billion allocated for vaccination distribution, including $4.5 billion for states. But it will take time to distribute that money, delaying vital outreach campaigns.
When are we going to finally be able to possibly secure herd immunity and back to our old lives?
Yeah, if we continue on our current pace, it's going to take us years to get everybody vaccinated.
Tonight, one hospital told me they did receive enough vaccinations for the month of December, but that's only because the state intervened to make sure they also receive Moderna's vaccines to make up for Pfizer's shortfall. Just one more piece of this complicated vaccination effort. Margaret?
Meg Oliver, thank you.